A lot of times people say online teaching, and they think that, wow, how to handle the technology part of it. But mainly it's actually focusing on the people. The ability to create engagement, the experience, the excitement is a lot about the people, the teacher themselves. So the first one is actually the gamification strategy. And if you have the gamification strategy, the children will be converted from a have to, like I have to go to learn now, I have to do my homework. They change the have to into a want to. So all coaches and all the Hanky's teachers are trained on the gamification strategy. They understand it very well from a face-to-face kind of platform that has been implemented. And we do realize that if you implement a gamification strategy online as well, it actually works the same. As a matter of fact, it works a whole lot better. So gamification is definitely one of it. The second one is called virtual facilitation. Virtual facilitation simply means your ability to facilitate, engage, noticing which child needs that particular attention at this point of time, and allowing the energy to flow in the 30 minutes time zone of teaching. Yeah. And the ability of the teacher to facilitate, to call upon a child, is the second component that we have been bringing in. And the third one is actually the structure. Yeah. So we have a structure, like how every time when a child comes in, they will actually follow through a certain flow of learning. Yeah. And we train them to have that, in a way, to learn through the flow. So every day when they come aboard, it is their learning because they know what to expect, they know how the flow goes already. So when the structure is there, it actually allows the child to absorb a lot better because the system is created to ease. So a system and a structure is actually the path that allows the flow of learning to come in easy. So these are the three main components that we actually rely a lot upon. And the technology part of it is just a platform. Yeah. The one that has the safest and the most conducive environment with some fun features, that will definitely help, in the process. But as far as it comes to parents, we do get a lot of feedbacks initially that they don't see the values. But the moment we implement these three core strategies, the gamification, facilitation, and the structure part of it, the feedback now is that the parents see the value again. We created a lot of videos as well, like virtual hangouts, new games using virtual platform. And so it still has to be fun and exciting, and they have to be experiential. Because the key core component for our success factor is our experiential learning methodology. So we come up with a lot of new games, a lot of new activities that children can play online. And this has been very fascinating for them to see, yeah? And that is actually important right now. So what we did instead, we also had an online treasure hunt where people sign up for it, and then they come into the platform, they use the Google Map, the Google Street View and all, to let people to go around to different places. And this is for charity. We managed to raise about 8,000 ringgit for about 100 families. So people can actually still have fun, traveling to different part of the world, a different part of Malaysia, doing treasure hunt via online, and definitely the biggest playground in actually a child's mind is always their imagination, So if we can activate their imagination, we can bring them to places. I think if you were to ask me what can I shout out to the people out there, the first one is for the teachers, yeah. Currently, I'm doing a lot of workshop for teachers, teaching them how to teach online and to help other schools to get their students to be able to go online and to create values for them. Yes, teaching other schools and other teachers and other principals. Someone asked me the other day, Hank, why are you doing this? Wouldn't that be empowering your competitors? But I believe that instead of fighting for the slice of cake, it is always better to grow the cake together. Yeah. So I do not wish to see other schools to actually die down, and they cannot do that. For the parents, I think most importantly right now is that you need to regulate your own emotions, because your emotions will create the perception of your environment. Yeah, it was never your environment that affects your emotion. It was actually the other way around of it. So if you see a certain pattern of cycle of emotion that triggers you from that certain environment, then you will realize that that particular consistency of that environment that is happening, that is triggering you, is because of what is already inside of you. If you can manage your inner state, you can manage your outer environment. So that is actually very important right now for you to manage. Thank you.